We all love handhelds, don't we? We got the Switch Lite, we got the Switch OLED, we got the Steam Deck, we got the DS, the 3DS, the 3DS XL, we got the PSP. The list goes quite a bit. We got quite a lot. But then we have the Chinese market, and oh my. Now, as a man who is trying to lower his collection, I look at these and think, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of handhelds. We've got the Anbernic line, the Anbernic RG477M, RG Slide, RG35XX Pro, the entire line of that. Then we have the AN series, which is the AN4, which is like the DS Lite or 3DS. Then you've got the Pocket G2, the Retro Pocket Classic, the Retroid Pocket Flip. And then we go to the Odins. We got the Odin 3, Odin 2, Odin 2 Mini, and just the Odin 2. It just never seems to end. And let's not forget the TikTok ones, where the TikTok people are like got the game sticks and they're just waving their hands about saying you've got a 300,000 million games on these things. You just plug it in the back of your TV and Bob's your uncle. There you go. Let's get cracking and let's get playing.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who remembers playing this as a kid. Just got one of those game stick things that I've been seeing all over TikTok, and it just plugs in the back of my HDMI port. Then you get access to over like 20,000 games.
They're all so great, but I cannot seem to decide if I went this route, which one would I even buy? I think the AN4 is probably where I would go, because it is a dual screen and it can emulate the DS very well, and then it gives you access to everything. I don't know how powerful it is, but I assume up to PS2 at minimum. So I would definitely go there. But you look at the price of some of these things. You got $250, $199, $99, $179, and these are like the lower end, I think. And I know you got the very high class ones. You got, the ones for the Xbox handheld. You've got the Lenovo Legion Go, whatever that is. You've got not the Steam Deck. You've got some M2 thing that people use Curd and Linux, and it flips up kind of like a PSP thing, PSP Go, which is like over $1,000 and a bit, which is just, I cannot fathom to spend that much money on a handheld at this point. But I suppose, considering I have all the games, I can dwindle my choice down to what I truly want, even though you're technically supposed to own said games before you do when you do these things. But I think a lot of people do that, if I must be honest. But the prices are ridiculous, just looking at them now. And I have an Anbernic behind me. I did the thing, got into the hype of it, of someone reviewing one. I bought it, I put Gallic OS on it, put loads of games on it, and then I put the pictures on it to make it look cool, and I just never touched it again. I did the thing, played it for like half an hour, and then never touched it. It was it was an experience. It was fun learning to put the Gallic OS on it. I enjoyed doing that, that's about it. But some of them aren't practical for use, like using the Anbernic, great for Game Boy games, all that kind of stuff, but trying to play PlayStation games on that thing is very difficult, very awkward, depending on what you're playing. I did manage to play Spyro the Dragon, that was fine. But yeah, I just don't know where to begin. You just don't know where to begin with these things. And no creator ever seems to mention. And these people review these handhelds, and I assume people collect them as well, and that is just another rabbit hole I would never want to go down, is collecting handhelds. I'm here to try and minimize my collection, not make it more cumbersome. Although you wouldn't be able to see it because it's digital, but what a nightmare. One thing I do find funny with the creators that do review these things, a lot because they have so many of them at this point, is that they'll be like, oh, this is the handheld I'll be doing this situation in my house, or this situation. I know I mentioned before a Switch 2 or a whatever Steam Deck is something you use in a hotel, but when you're in your house, you just play whatever you want, right? It's each time you have to play whatever console you see fit to play, if you have the time. But when they say like, oh, this is the handheld I have on my desk, this is the handheld I have on my washing machine, this is the handheld I have in the living room to do this and play this at this point, I'd be like, where are all my saves and stuff? Where do I go? I don't know, I just found it a bit silly. But I think to me, I don't think I need to buy one of these right now. I just wanted to whinge about how pricey they are and how so many they are right now. It's ridiculous. I know some people say, what's the best way to play certain games in the original hardware? Like, oh, it's the DSi XL instead of the DS Lite. Or if it's the, play 3DS games on the 3DS or whatever, but don't play DS games because it's pixelated and it's an absolute mess because of the screen. But either one's fine. I have both, but either's fine. I just think the DS Lite's a bit more practical for me because it's due to its portability, where I can play the 3DS XL to play my 3DS games on the original hardware. You might as well just buy the original hardware depending on how far you want to go. Like, if you're planning to buy $1,500 for emulation, you might as well just buy a DS Lite, a few games, and that'll give you plenty of time to play any game, to be honest with you. And then you could just slowly buy them. Eventually you might go over that price. But yeah, I don't really see the point of them. I've never been a big fan of where they place these analog sticks as well. They just seem really out of place and very cumbersome of having to use them in certain situations. Like, I'm surprised I can use the DS Lite because my hands are, I suppose they're kind of small. I don't know. The small, the big, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm going to stick with the original hardware for now. I've already got half the stuff that I need with the DS and the 3DS and the PSP, which I've actually bought a game on for recently. I haven't really touched it in a long time, but I was curious to see what the screen quality was like, because I've never liked that thing, but I think it's a part of that early 2000 aesthetic where it's kind of got like a weird wash on it, especially in cutscenes of like Crisis Core and Tekken, where it's that kind of weird sort of, I can't describe it. If you know what I'm on about, it'll be the visuals of the CGI cutscenes. It's kind of like got this sort of overturned wash or something. It must be, I call that the 2000 turn. But I've bought a game for it. It was Midnight Club Dub Edition, so I might have a quick go on that. I know I shouldn't be buying more games, but it was only like a $5, so I am more focused on trying to sell disc games, my big disc games at the moment. So hopefully we can get rid of some of them at some point. I have gotten rid of a few. A friend of mine wants to buy a few off me, so we'll see how that goes. And then once they're all gone, I'll feel very sad that they're all gone. I'll change my mind and then rebuy them all. What do you guys think of these handhelds? Do any of you have any of them? Do any of you plan to get the AN4? Got the Pocket G2, all of the Anbernic line. I could go on forever, but any of you guys played any of them? Do any of you own them? Do you find it quite choice paralysis? Because I look at these and I get massive choice paralysis. That is one of my biggest weaknesses, choice paralysis, especially in this modern day. But let me know your thoughts on which handheld you have and what is your favourite. And do you plan to buy one of these, or do you have one? Let me know in the comments if you will. I will respond to every comment. I just wanted to talk about these Chinese handhelds briefly. Like, when is it, when is one enough? How many do you really need? Even with the main handhelds as well, like Switch 2, Switch Lite and all that kind of stuff. I mean, technically you only do really need one of these consoles, whichever one you pick. It's what you make use of them and how much enjoyment you get out of them. You don't need to buy all of them to have a good time. I'm just fortunate to already have them, so I have the choice, but deciding is a nightmare. So we'll get rid of some of them at some point, most likely. We shall see. But yeah, my name's Brad on Route 1. I just wanted to talk about the handheld stuff and how many we really have and how many we really need. Played around with the lighting bit to try and improve my camera quality, although it's getting very dark in the UK now, so I'm probably pixelated again. So we shall see. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to make it a bit easier to see me. I'm trying to talk a bit more clearer as well, and be a bit more enthusiastic, because I am quite a mundane guy. Not mundane, I'm just what do you call it? Monotone? I'm a bit monotone, and I mumble a lot, and I think before I speak, or I speak before I think, and then the words get jumbled. So yeah, I'm working on it. main reason I got into YouTube actually is to try and learn how to speak a bit better. So this will be fun. But yeah, my name's Brad on Route 1. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.